Next we can learn about water. See, water is essential for any life form. Humans, animals or plants, to survive we need water. See, in our earth, on our earth, around 3/4 of our earth, it is covered with the water. And 70% of the human body, it is made up of water. So, water is obtained from various sources, right? From where we get water, it comes from the rain. Rain is the main source. Then lakes, rivers, wells, springs, oceans, etc. So, this water, it is called natural water, right? It is the natural water. Natural water is not pure. It is not pure. So, it contains many impurities, soluble and insoluble. Okay, what is soluble? It is already mixed or dissolved in water. Some impurity, it is dissolved in water. Other impurities, it is insoluble. It is not dissolved. Okay, sand and all, it is not dissolved. Insoluble impurities. Okay, so natural water contains, it is not pure. It contains lot of impurities, soluble and insoluble impurities. Then let us learn about the impurities of properties of water. Let us learn about the properties of water. Pure water, it has no color, taste or odor. Okay, pure water, colorless, tasteless and odorless. No smell, no taste, no color. Water is called a universal solvent. Why? Because it can dissolve more things. Okay, a number of things. Salt, salt, sugar, oxygen, carbon dioxide, like that, a lot of things, it is dissolved in water. That's why water is called a universal solvent. And water is found in 3 states. Solid, ice is a solid state of water. Then water is the liquid state of water, and gas is the or water vapor. Water vapor is the gaseous state of water. Water can absorb heat. Water can absorb or take heat. So, it is used as a coolant in vehicles. Okay, in motor vehicles we are using coolant. Okay, so water is used as a coolant. Why? Because water can absorb or take heat. That's why it is used as a coolant in vehicles. Let us learn about the impurities in water. Impurities, dirty things are present in the water, right? That is impurities. Rainwater, it is the purest form of natural water. Rainwater is the natural water and it is the purest form. Okay. However, many impurities such as dust particles, gases, different gases and dirt in the atmosphere get mixed with it. Okay, actually rain is the purest water, but it also contains lot of impurities. See, rainwater flows in rivers, lakes, etc. Some water, it seeps into the ground and gets collected as underground water. It goes down, okay, it goes through the soil, it seeps down to the ground and it gets collected. That is the underground water. So, impurities on the ground also pollutes the water. Impurities on the ground, it pollutes the water. So, which are the different impurities found in water? Different types of salt. Then some gases like carbon dioxide. Then mud and sand. Then different germs like germs of disease like typhoid, diarrhea, jaundice. A lot of things impurities will be present in the water. Okay, some impurities like salt and sugar dissolve in water. We already learned. Okay, some impurities like salt, sugar, etc. it dissolve. It mixes with the water. They are called soluble impurities. It is called soluble impurities. Some impurities it dissolve in water. Such impurities are called soluble impurities. Some other impurities, they do not dissolve in water like mud or sand. They are called insoluble impurities. Then how can we remove these insoluble impurities from water? Removing insoluble impurities. Insoluble impurities in water can be removed by different processes. They are sedimentation, decantation and filtration. Let us learn one by one. What are sedimentation, decantation and filtration? Sedimentation and decantation. Sedimentation, it is a process in which impurities like mud, sand and pebbles settle at the bottom of the vessel. If you are pouring the water in your vessel and keep it some time without disturbing, after some time we can see that all these impurities settle down on the bottom of the water. So this leaves clear water at the top of the vessel. So at the top of the vessel we get the clear water. Then what is decantation? Decantation is the process of taking out the clear water from the top. Okay, so during sedimentation, all the impurities, it settled down under the bottom of the water, and clear water we get on the top of the top layer. Okay, so decantation means the process of taking out the clear water from the top. We need to take out the clear water from the top. So sedimentation and decantation go hand in hand, can do it. Okay, let us do one experiment. To remove insoluble impurities from water through sedimentation and decantation, we can do one experiment. We need some materials for this experiment. 2 beakers, a spoon, water and soil. Take some water in a beaker and add some soil. Stir it well and keep aside for some time. What we can see? You will see that the soil will slowly settle down at the bottom of the beaker, leaving the clear water on the top. So this process is called sedimentation. Okay, this is the sedimentation. And what is decantation? And this water you need to slowly pour the clear water. Okay, the top level clear water is present now. That clear water, and slowly, without disturbing the bottom level layer, so slowly pour the clear water into another beaker without disturbing the soil at the bottom. This process is called decantation. Then what is filtration? Filtration is the process of separating insoluble solid impurities by passing the liquid through pores. Pores means small holes of a strainer, such as filter paper. See, strainer is also while you are preparing tea, we are using strainer for removing the tea leaves, right? So here, what is filtration? Filtration is the process of separating insoluble solid impurities by passing the liquid through small holes of a strainer or filter paper. Okay, that is the filtration. That process is called filtration. We can do one experiment to remove insoluble impurities from water through filtration. So we need 2 beaker, a funnel, a glass rod, filter paper, water and soil. Take some water in a beaker, add soil and stir it with a glass rod. So take the filter paper or make a filter cone, okay, cone shaped, okay. So in the picture it is given there, and fix it inside the funnel. And pour water and soil mixture through the funnel into the another beaker. So we can see that soil remains on the filter paper and clear water it drips into the beaker. Then how can we remove the soluble impurities? So removing soluble impurities, different methods are there. There are 2 ways of removing solid impurities from water. They are evaporation and distillation. Which are them? Evaporation and distillation. What is evaporation? Evaporation is a process in which water change into water vapor upon heating. Okay, while heating, water change into water vapor. That process is called evaporation. When a mixture of water and solid impurities is heated, water is converted into water vapor and the solid impurities are left behind. See, salt is extracted from seawater by this process. Okay, by evaporation. So, what is evaporation? Water change into water vapor on heating. That process is called evaporation. And here in this process, how can we remove the soluble impurities from this from water? When a mixture of water and solid impurities is heated, water is converted into water vapor. And the solid impurities, solid impurities, it left behind. Okay, it will be remaining there, and we can separate it. Okay, so salt is extracted or taken from the seawater by evaporation. Let us do one experiment to extract salt from water through evaporation. Here we need a shallow dish. Okay, a dish we need. And burner, Bunsen burner, it is the name of that burner is Bunsen burner, stand, salt water. These things you need for doing this experiment. Set up the apparatus in the picture given here, in the textbook it is given there. So you have to observe that one. And pour some salt water into the dish, light the burner and heat the water till the water evaporates. What you can see? You will see that water starts evaporating and the salt start collecting along the sides of the dish. Okay, on the side of the dish we can see, we get the salt. Okay, so these are the this is the evaporation. Next is distillation. What is distillation? Distillation is the process of separating a pure liquid from a mixture of liquid. We need to separate a pure liquid from a mixture of different liquid. So this is done in a laboratory by changing a liquid into vapor form and then condensing the vapors to get the pure form of the liquid. How can perform this one? See, this is done in the laboratory and a liquid change into vapor form and then condensing. Condensation means gaseous state, it changed to the liquid state. Okay, condense water vapor change into water. So condense the water vapor to get the pure form of the liquid. Distilled water is the purest form of water. Distilled water is the purest form of water. It is used in the car batteries. Okay, so distilled water we are using in the car batteries, the pure form of water, distilled water. Okay, so distilled water normally we are using in the car batteries. So here we can perform an activity. To obtain pure water through distillation, we need some materials, round bottom flask. Okay, this will be done in the lab only. Okay, condenser and Bunsen burner and a beaker. Heat the impure water in round bottom flask. Okay, so in the picture it given there, round bottom flask. Heat the impure water. Then here water evaporates to form water vapor, steam. Okay, and leaving the impurities behind. Water vapor then passes through the condenser and cools down to form water. And the pure water is collected in a vessel. This is the distillation. Purification of drinking water. How can we purify drinking water? Purification of drinking water involves first remove the germs and impurities to make the water clean and fit for drinking. Even if we remove the soluble and insoluble impurities by the methods discussed before, water can still contain germs, right? If you remove all the impurities, still germs will be there, present over there. Okay, so we can purify water at home by boiling. Okay, it for around 10 minutes. So we can purify water by boiling around 10 minutes. Okay, this kills most of the germs present in water. Nowadays we can purify water at home by using different types of purifier or filters, right? Water is usually treated in water treatment plants before it is supplied to our homes through water pipe. So in water treatment plants, there water is purified through different methods like sedimentation, aeration, filtration and chlorination. These are the different methods they are using in the water for filtering water or for purifying water. First is sedimentation. For purifying water, here we are using different methods: sedimentation, aeration, filtration and chlorination. Sedimentation, chemicals like alum, okay, it's a chemical, it is added to the water collected in the large tank, okay, for sedimentation. Chemicals like alum are added to the water collected in large tank for sedimentation. Next is aeration. Aeration means giving air, okay, or the water is then passed through an aeration tank where oxygen is added. More oxygen is present in that tank, okay. So the water, after adding alum, this water it is then passed through the aeration tank. Aeration, more oxygen is present in that tank, that is the aeration tank, okay. So water is then passed through the aeration tank where oxygen is added. From the aeration tank, the water is then passed to the filtration tank. Here filtration is taking place. Here fine impurities are removed by filtration. Okay, fine impurities, it is removed by filtration. Then after this process, after the filtration or filtration tank, from the filtration tank, they remove to the another one tank. Here chlorination is taking place. What is chlorination? Chlorine is added to kill harmful germs. Chlorine, it is added to kill harmful gases. So these are the different processes for purification of water. So finally, the purified clean water is supplied to our home through a distribution system. Okay, so finally we get the purified water. Okay, so from the water reservoir, the water it is moving to the sedimentation tank. There they are adding alum, and after that they are removing to the aeration tank. There oxygen, more oxygen it is present, and after this aeration process, then move to the filtration tank. There fine impurities are removed by filtration. Then they are taken to the chlorination tank. Their chlorine is added to kill harmful germs. Finally, we get the purified water. It is supplied to our home through a distribution system. Okay, so these are the different processes take place over there. So what are things we studied today? First we learned different layers of atmosphere, right? Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. These are the different layers of atmosphere. Next is what are the different properties of air we learned. Air has weight, air occupies space, air exerts pressure, air supports burning. Okay. Then we learned purification of water. So which are the different steps or different types of purification of water? Sedimentation, decantation, filtration, evaporation, distillation. So these are the different types of purification or different methods of purification of water. The last we learned purification of drinking water. So here sedimentation, aeration, filtration and chlorination are the different methods for purifying drinking water. So these are the things we studied today. Now we can see the new words from this lesson. Ozone, O-Z-O-N-E, ozone. Troposphere, T-R-O-P-O-S-P-H-E-R-E, troposphere. Stratosphere, S-T-R-A-T-O-S-P-H-E-R-E, stratosphere. Mesosphere, M-E-S-O-S-P-H-E-R-E, mesosphere. Thermosphere, T-H-E-R-M-O-S-P-H-E-R-E, thermosphere. Exosphere, E-X-O-S-P-H-E-R-E, exosphere. Soluble impurities, S-O-L-U-B-L-E, soluble impurities, I-M-P-U-R-I-T-I-E-S. Sedimentation, S-E-D-I-M-E-N-T-A-T-I-O-N, sedimentation. Decantation, D-E-C-A-N-T-A-T-I-O-N, decantation. filtration, filtration, filtration. Distillation, distillation, distillation. Aeration, aeration, aeration. Chlorination, chlorination, chlorination. So these are the new words from this lesson. You have to write and study the new words, answer the following questions, etc. Read the textbook at least 5 times. Okay, learn properly. See you in the next class. Have a great day ahead.